Hi, ladies, and welcome in. I have got the most incredible woman, Ffion Jones, with us today. Hi, Ffion.
Hello.
Hello. Ffion was a much loved client of mine for over 18 months, and her business is incredible. She is the founder of an executive team coaching consultancy who works primarily within the infrastructure section. And this lady has grown the most brilliant business that is doing brilliant things. So again, I know I've said this many times, Ffion, I am so grateful to have worked with you for this period of time and just seeing your already incredible business just go from strength to strength. So thank you so much for your time today.
You're very welcome. My
I
pleasure.
would love it if you could take us through, Ffion, if you just cast your mind back and you think about how would you describe the business and your mindset at the point where you reached out and you said, "Oh, Laura, can we have a conversation here and see if we can make this work?"
Of course. The Beautiful Minds at the time was a smallish consultancy, I would say. It was
Mhm.
me and one other person really doing the vast majority of the work. I could see tons of potential though. Like most women starting their businesses, I've got young children. I just wanted to find some freedom and try something different for myself and see if I could get some clients to pay me some money and do some great value work for them. And then it had been more successful than I could have imagined. However, growth is not something you can do on your own.
Mm.
So I was kind of sitting there thinking, gosh, I feel overwhelmed. I don't know quite where to begin. I don't really understand how to grow a business. I just started this out as a team coach working with teams in engineering and construction. So I started kind of noticing some coaches on LinkedIn, and I saw yourself, and I sort of stalked you from a distance for a while
I love
before
that.
making the move. Yeah, exactly. I
That
was
was you
like,
at the window that time,
yeah, yeah.
right? All the way from Wales.
Um, and then I thought, no, now's the time. I need to work with somebody. I liked your energy. I liked your commitment. I liked your vibrancy. You were building a business as well, which was really valuable. So I felt like we did end up kind of growing together at the same time. We shared lots of similar experiences. So I think it was looking for a space and a partner to help me unravel all of the thoughts that were inside my head and make some sense of them at that time. So yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, perfect. That's a really good recap, Ffion. And like we said, you were already doing so well. And I loved one of your expressions where you were talking about sitting on a mountain of value because of your extensive corporate experience and career before you came into your business. Then you also had so much to offer all of these incredible clients that you were working with. And at times, we get so many ideas, don't we? And it's, I could do this and I could do that. And then sometimes we don't look at what's around us and beneath us and go, well, how can we really leverage and optimize what's in front of us right now without starting something new? So I'm full of just so much love, admiration, and respect for how you navigated through that. So fast forward to now, and what would you say were some of the wins and the transformations that you've experienced in our time together? And if you could also give a little bit of a nod as to how it felt to be supported by us through this transformation as well.
Yeah, of course. Okay. It first I always remember, first of all, you gave me that the book Traction. It was like the
Yes.
first thing you did. Welcome pack, the beautiful welcome pack arrived, which of course made me feel very special straight away. I'm also wearing my scarf
Yes, I
that
love
came
it.
through our coaching partnership. I hope you noticed that. I use it all the time. Um, so one of the things that you really encouraged me to do, we were talking about that mountain of value, was to focus, was to say, right, what's the vision?
Mhm.
What are the milestones? Where do you think you could get to? How can you think bigger than you're thinking already, but stay really focused at the same time? So you helped me. I remember really clearly the sort of beginning of, and it's interesting looking back now. I remember really clearly that you helped me to market the business more effectively. So to understand the
Yeah.
three product lines broadly that we use: team coaching, executive coaching, and then the bid presentation coaching that we do. So I felt confident then that I knew exactly what it was that we specialize in, that we're really, really good at. So you helped me to understand what the value is, what the USPs are that we're bringing to our clients, and how to then approach that on a monthly and quarterly basis to say, what are the things I want to achieve? How do I break that down? And how might I work towards that? So that was the first phase, I would say, just getting the real kind of basics, but really strong foundations, might be better phrase for that,
Absolutely.
in place. And then it was also working on my mindset and kind of how I dealt with myself emotionally as well. You know, there are always going to be bumps in the road, and I definitely had a couple of those that I used this coaching to be really open about. And you were hugely supportive in some of those moments. You know, really just fabulous. And so then it was how to stop thinking small and start to think big, but not in a way that overwhelms you, um, and in a way that allowed me to really push us into working with like higher level clients, working on our pricing, so working on what value we provide, and you know what we should have for that value, what it represents in the marketplace. Um, so as a result of all of that, we now have a team of 7, including myself. I've
Wow.
got admin support. I work much more closely with my accountants
Yeah.
because it became apparent that I needed more support in that space as well.
Mhm.
So between you and working with them, which are linked, because of some of the advice you gave me, the business has gone from, as I say, from a team perspective, one with a sort of part with one associate working with me,
Yeah.
to having a team of 6. And we're working with clients that we never, you know, I wouldn't have dreamed I could have worked with on projects I would never have fathomed. So on the days when I feel overwhelmed now, which I still do,
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course. We all do.
that's just a truth.
Mhm.
I look at my inbox and I think, well, that is the inbox you would have dreamt of
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago. You know, there's sort of things that are coming into my sphere. So the sort of scale of the projects that we're working on. So we work in infrastructure, and some of the, you know, the tenders that we've worked on, you know, the value that their clients are going to invest in those tenders are kind of billions of pounds, you know, and we're supporting those teams with their behavioural coaching, behavioural assessments. We've scaled up our products from not just let's come in and work with your team to full kind of project life cycles, working with, you know,
Absolutely.
talking to clients about like, right, we want to be talking to you right at the beginning, working with you all the way through to the end of 4, 5, 6, 7, 10-year projects. So yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing when you reflect on it, really. And for financially, you know, there was a big leap last year in particular, which was when we were in the middle of our coaching, last financial year. For, you know, we put about 90 grand in revenue on the business, and we'll
Brilliant.
probably put the same on again this year,
Yeah.
if not a bit more, hopefully. So you know, it's been a significant change, and the business model has changed significantly as well. So there's still a long way to go. Still lots of ideas running around in my head. You know,
Always, always. But
yeah.
please be on, like you said, it's not only the inbox of dreams, it's the business and the lifestyle of dreams as well, isn't it? You're doing really great work with really great businesses that affects communities and families and people, not just of this generation, but of generations to come. And you and your team of beautiful minds are such an integral part of that. So thank you so much. What would you say if there was another woman who comes across this and maybe she's at the crossroads where she's thinking, look, I know that I'm capable and I know that I'm super bright and well resourced, but I need that additional support and I'm looking for a business coach that can meet me like toe for toe, hold that safe space for me. What would you say to them about working with us and whether or not they should go for it?
I use a phrase you use for your coaching, and I now use for my executive coaching, which is high challenge, high support.
Yes.
So, you know, you are chock full of ideas, and that's, you know, that's fantastic, and also very willing to help a woman work out how to run her business, in a, you know, kind of enriching, not overwhelming,
Yeah.
not thrashing yourself to death to get there kind of a way. Let's all do this in a way that doesn't kill us in the process. So that's not a very positive phrase to use.
Yeah, you know,
Although
I totally get that.
let's
That
let's flip that around. You're very
yeah.
good. You were brilliant at saying, look, at the end of the day, you are not your business.
Yeah.
Your health is the most important thing. Let's make
Amen.
sure we build this in a way that is sustainable and nurtures you and nourishes you and your business and your clients, but that the whole picture is in place. So I suppose as a woman starting a business early stage and you've made some progress, you
Yeah.
can see this is a thing, that's when I would contact
Yeah.
Laura and Jeff and get support, because Jeff helped on the technology side as well. So
Brilliant.
it's then that's the critical moment. And then don't wait too long to make the decision at that point in time. When you
Exactly.
very first start out, the one-to-one coaching is probably a little bit further along the journey, but not too far. As soon as
Yeah.
you know it's a thing, get the coaching.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. It saves you so much time and it saves you so much heartache. And it's also, I know you're obviously super close to your husband, as I am too, but the amount of conversations that we have sometimes, that sometimes it doesn't even come out of our heads, does it? We're percolating, we're thinking through, it could be this, it could be that. I know what I really value with my coach as well. It's just going, look, can I just download on you? I'm just going to dump it all out and then can we unravel it and then we'll figure out what we're doing, what we're not doing, what's the plan going forward, and let's go. And honestly, Ffion, from the bottom of my heart, we've loved every minute of working with you. We are still in awe of you, everything that you've achieved. And I just know the next year or so and building on from that, you have just got that beautiful, sustainable business that ticks so many of the boxes, but also you're an incredible human, you're an incredible mum, wife, all of the things. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For us to be even a small part on your journey just truly means the world to me. So thank you, my love.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, Fionn.